Oh hi, here we are again. I've just finished the nickel plating on the those linkages that come from the throttle and move across to the other side of the engine to throttle the carbs, and also to go to a what's called a throttle switch. Okay, I'm going to show you what these linkages look like and how I've overhauled them, and what I need to do next is cut wire like this. For instance, these are the old wires that I had, two different sizes, 3/16 and 3mm, and I'll show you how these work. The aim of this exercise is to start working, connect the foot pedal, throttle, work out the linkages and get the lengths of those correct. And interestingly, I had a friend who died not so long ago and left me a bunch of little bits and pieces and an old garage collection of taps and dies. These are BA threads, British Association threads, okay, mainly to do with the very fine screw threads and so on. So this is what I've actually got. So this is the linkage that I nickel plated the other day, and you can see here a brass connector. Okay, and these, for instance, the linkages would connect to those like so and go off and do their funny little bit. Problem is that these are all rusted and look terrible, so I'm going to make new ones of those. The brass little interconnectors, which are these little fellows here, I actually serviced those some time ago, pulled them apart, cleaned them right up, brushed them up with emery cloths and things like that, and then gave them a little coat with a clear lacquer so that they would look smart. So there's your linkage, there's a screw, I'll cut that short, and which goes through those bars that you'll see in a sec, and these go off to do the various bits and pieces that they need to do. So let me get you a close-up of where we're at. This is the throttle pedal assembly, and which of course screws into the car. What I need to do is stop this from sliding up and down, so I need to put a stop each side of one of these, either this one or this one, to stop it going in or out. The linkage that I've got, this is the I've got a smaller one of these is the smaller one, this one, and sorry, this one's the smaller one, will sit in the end like so outside the car. Okay, and just bring that up a little bit, that'll sit outside the car. This will connect into here, and on the other side, up around here somewhere, okay, will be the wire that connects these two together, and it'll look something like this. Okay, but I'll make a nice shiny new one, as they're all in pretty bad shape. So what I need to do is just show you how these operate, how these work. What it is okay, these fellows here, okay, hold it in my hand, that might make it a bit clearer. I've just screwed off the end, which is that little plug with a blade, screwdriver adjustment, and just a rounded section on the inside. Now inside here is this mechanism here. It's a sort of the opposite end of that. Again, I'll hold it like so. It's a spring and with a little brass plunger. Okay, so that goes in first, then we connect this fellow in there, okay, so it sits nicely, and then this cap goes on the end. It gets screwed right down. Like so. until you can feel some tension on the spring. It's happening about there. Okay, so you got sort of a rotational movement, if you can see that again. Okay, now you can see the little hole in here. Okay, and it runs along that edge there, just like this one here. Okay, you can see there, I haven't done that up. There's a wire, and I've just put a bit of stainless steel wire in there so it doesn't rust. So we'll do the same with this one. This is just stainless steel welding wire, and again, just to line up the holes a bit better. Okay, we're through, and just bend that over nicely. Bend the other one side nicely. Okay, like so. Okay, again, if you can see that, and just cut short one of those ends and tuck that back in. Alright, so that's it, all locked up. Okay, so I've got limited movement in that, which is just dictated by the round hole in there. Okay, so I need to move that along a bit. Okay, this one here can be tightened up with the aid of this fellow here. Okay, right, so that's the throttle side there, that's the other side there, and that length of that rod I have to measure once we're in the car. Then you've got these two fellows as well, this one here and my little zinc one. Now that's actually that has a wire something like that, a 3mm wire. Okay, and look at the size of the hole, much too big. So a couple of things I can do there, I suppose. Put a sleeve on the wire. Okay, a little sleeve of some sort, little brass sleeve, but it's going to slide every which way. Or weld that hole so that it's a little bit closed and then re-drill it for 3mm. Okay, so I'm not sure what to do, and that's the one that guy I had asked for the other day, but it from Kilmartin, but they it doesn't dictate, you know, it just says 3/8 for that, but it doesn't tell you anything about what size hole you want on the end, which of course is too much like this one. This is the throttle one. This is the one I wanted to use for the linkage to the throttle switch. Now, if you're suitably confused, I think the best thing to do is let's just start assembling it and see where we go. Okay, I've got taps and dies for BA, and the reason it has to be BA is because these fellows here, the thread in there is already a BA thread from 316. Okay, so I need to find my 316 wire, some 3mm wire, which I think I've got somewhere here, and so the best thing is let's get started. Okay, what have we got here? Let me just show you. Take her off that stand and let's take a little walk around. So there's my actual throttle. Okay, now that is when it's the foot's to the floor. Okay, so that, you know, if I take that as being the maximum on this one and keep them in line, let's say that should be about there. Okay, so when I throttle back, this will come back, and these are spring loaded, so they'll keep in line. So that's the length of my my rod that I need. Right, up here what I had was this linkage here that I just welded, okay, and plated, is the one that connects to the throttle switch. So when that rotates the fully throttle, then that comes up and should break that contact that we had put a couple of videos on. Alright, so that's a 3 mil wire with just a loop and a split pin that goes into that, and then this one here, that's the throttle that goes to the carbie. Okay, so all looking good. Let's go and make a measure up a rod that we can use, and I'll first measure how deep they go into those little brass knuckles, and from that calculate the distance that I want. So let me get back to you shortly. Hi, how you going? Thank you. Postman calls me mate. Okay, I've just screwed in the one down this end, okay, and now I need to screw in this end, but because they're both right hand threads, I need to take that little thing off. Okay, and it's about to rain, so I just want to try and get this quickly finished. Okay, and we need to just turn that around. Here comes the rain. Okay, like so. Oof. Okay. Can you see that? Can you see that? Alright, so that's okay. Not that you'd ever be down to the floor, I suppose, but that's about it there. Okay, see how they can stay in line. Right, and just make sure you can see that. Yep, okay. That's it finished, and it's very lightly raining, so I'll have to call it quits there. Get this thing inside. Right.